Hey, what's up, guys and gals? All right, so it's been a bit. This is something that's been in my mind for a couple days now, and I figured, you know what? Let's sit down and let's talk about it for a little bit, cause it's kind of weird that it's not a thing anymore. So let's go back in time a little bit. It's a week before December 9th in the Destiny universe, the day where Dark Below dropped. Now, a week before that, if you found yourself in a patrol zone, just wandering around doing your daily bounties, on occasion you will get a message on the bottom left-hand side of the screen that said that the minions of Crota have started a ritual. Now, of course, there was absolutely no, heads up about this. There was no social media post about this. It just randomly appeared. The community went nuts over it. It was a mystery. It was something unprecedented that was happening in this game. Now, when you found the minions of Crota doing their little ritual and you took them out, a sword bearer would spawn. And once you killed him, you were able to pick up his relic and just swing it around the patrol zone, willy-nilly. And we saw a similar thing happen with House of Wolves, randomly patrolling the area when all of a sudden you would get a message that the wolves are prowling. Now immediately people again in the community went nuts and they started finding, or trying to see what it could mean, and it usually meant it was the pre-DLC hype. This is how, they amped up their content a week before it actually released. And we saw the similar, we saw a trend with this, with the Taken, and then with the last one with Rise of Iron, was the little space sickness virus that roamed in the Crucible, and people were transferring to one another. And that's something that's pretty severely, absent in Destiny 2. Pre-Curse of Osiris, there was no heat in-game. There was your typical social media trailer posts and the occasional vague tweets by a developer, as actually we're seeing this again from Christopher Barrett. The date today is April 10th, and we're supposed to be getting the DLC number 2 for Destiny 2 in the near future, but there's still no words about it, but except that one tweet that Christopher Barrett posted, which was a quote off a grimoire card back in D1, that looked like a command for Rasputin, the Warmind. Also, aside from the fact that we did see Big Show post a picture with him in a Warmind shirt on, which again, that's your typical Activision marketing right there, because they did the same thing with Black Ops 4 and that basketball player. He was wearing the Black Ops 4 hat. Now, this seems like a mismove on both Activision and Bungie's part, because this pre-DLC hype is what got the community going, and it got the community riled up and excited for the DLC. Considering Dark Below was pretty insignificant in terms of content, it did bring a really fun raid for the time that it was actually considered a raid, and we don't have that anymore for some reason. Now, I'm not sure if it's because Destiny 2 shipped in such a, weird state that they don't have time to add these little nuances into the game to get people hyped up for the DLC, or if it was just more of a choice to actually not do it. And I find it weird because, again, when these little things happened, Reddit and the forums were absolutely bonkers for that week. And it's something that the community kind of needs at this moment, where everybody is so split up into Destiny. We need stuff to kind of get people talking and excited again. aside from the future updates that they've been talking about. And it's a shame that we don't have that, anymore. I can only hope that for the future expansion, because it's way too late for them to do anything on DLC 2 at this point. But yeah, that's something that I miss, and I know this is probably like pretty insignificant to a good amount of people, maybe, but I feel like as the community enjoyed a lot of this, these little hints and teasers that something big was about to happen or something big was about to come. And it kind of makes sense in in the lore as well. You have the minions of Crota summoning sword bearers, and you have the wolves going crazy and Taken starting to appear. And it gave a sense that the world was alive and the world, that this big major event was happening. That Crota was being summoned. The Oryx was coming, and that magic is just gone, man. It's gone. So yeah, that's my little rant for today. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys miss it? Do you guys not really care for it, or do you guys just prefer the marketing strategy that Activision has been up to recently? Whether it's just having a celebrity wear a piece of clothing that hints at the next release of either a expansion or a game. I'm interested to know your thoughts on the situation, because I think with Curse of Osiris, it was a big missed opportunity. They could have had Vex from that particular time. The precursor Vex spun in random locations, and they definitely had the assets to do so. And I'm kind of sad that they chose not to go in that route. And again, with the Warmind coming up, there's plenty of Warminds in IO which they could have used for and started activating and doing like the weird little music thing that they did for the Arecibo adventure, but nothing. So that's it. That's my rant. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. I know there's no big content that we're talking about in this video, just minor rant. But let me know your thoughts, guys, if you guys are still here in this channel waiting for videos to happen. I promise it'll get better. But yeah, so that's gonna be it, guys. Let me know what you think. And I will definitely be back once Deej updates the roadmap for the summer and the fall, which should be sometime this week. And that's it. I'll see you guys later.